record? There we go. Okay, we're recording. Hi guys. Happy Sunday. We are going to chat about a couple things tonight. One, if you ordered the $800 pack, I want to really kind of talk about how to maximize that, what that means for you, what it technically means for your commissions and that kind of stuff. And then I also really want to talk about samples and how to send out trial packs. I prefer the word trial packs versus samples, just because sometimes when you say samples, people think they're free, right? But you bought these, right? And if you ordered the $800 pack, or even if you didn't order the $800 pack and you're on here just to kind of hear about different ways for offering trial packs or sampling, that's perfect too. So for me, I really like to use the word trial packs or Thrive experience packs, something like that, right? Something different than the word sample. Because a lot of times when you say sample, people think they're free. And you spent money on this, whether it be your product credits that you've earned, or it just be your $800 pack that you just ordered, or you ordered a month supply for this, or you spent the, there's a lot of orders right now, right? Or you spent the, $72, right? $72, and you get, it's 72 or 76. I want to say $72. And then you get the 6 trial packs, right? In your cloud office. Those are all the different ways that you can kind of trial products out or even pre-sale them, right? So when you say samples, a lot of times people think that they're free, but when you say trial packs, it kind of changes that, that meaning a little bit. For me, when I first started, I learned the hard way. I was saying sample packs, sample packs, sample packs. And then people would come into my inbox or comment on my post and think that they were free and kind of just be like, never mind. That's okay. Don't get discouraged by that. A never mind just means that they're watching you. I use the no's and the never minds as they're watching my post. They see what I'm doing. They're interested in the company or the products. And I actually add them to part of my potentials list for interacting. I use everybody who does samples with me or trial packs or anybody who inquires about them. I add them to my interaction potentials list just because that means that they're viewing you. And when you interact with them, the more you interact with their posts, the more a relationship you're going to build, that more of a trust you're going to build. So this is another way for you to really gain some new potentials. I really like to use my trial packs for my potentials, and I try and turn all of my trial packs into either customers or promoter. So something I want to talk about that is a lot of times asked is, how do you sell them? How do you get the money for them? Do we have to run them through our cloud office, anything like that? So unless you're doing the trial packs that you order, the sample mail outs, hold on one second. Hey babe, can you grab him? Sorry. Unless you're doing the trial packs and the sample mailouts in the cloud office, you don't have to enter anything into the your cloud office at all. If you are doing the trial packs from the sample mailouts in your cloud office, then you do have to enter in their information for shipping. It's all in there, but we talked about that on a different video. So that's the only time. This is going to be cash for you. Whether it be PayPal, Venmo, or just straight cash, this is going to be cash in your pockets. It's not reported to the company. It's not anything like that. It's straight profit for you or paying you back for what you just spent. So if you just bought that $800 pack, you have a lot of trial packs to offer, right? 3 days, I like to do $25. 4 days, I like to do $45, or 5 days, I like to do $45. And I really don't do too much more than that. Don't mind my life. Apparently it's one dog after another tonight, so bear with me. This one's okay. She doesn't bark. But so for me, I do 3 days for $25, 5 days for $40 to $45. And it's really up to you. But if you did the $800 pack and you did not upgrade and you just have the standard, I try and typically send out standards with all of my trial packs, unless we've already had a conversation about what type of results and it's a customer and they're interested in actual results, right? If they're interested in like mood stability, if they need that black or white label, then I will do 1 day of that so they can see the difference. I customize my trial pack. So if you did the $800 pack and you went with the standards, send out standard trial packs, right? If they come back to you and they have a feedback of they loved it, but they wanted a little bit more of this, you can troubleshoot and be your own customer service and suggest a different DFT. Or if you have other DFTs on hand and you want to customize it, customize it. For me, I have other DFTs on hand, so I like to do 1 day of like a black label or an ultra, right? For me, if I'm talking to a customer and it's something that they're interested in and it's something that they've been like, yeah, I really, really need XYZ, and it's something that the black label or the ultra will like that's what they're there for, I will throw in 1 day of that and then the other 2 days standards, just so that way they can see how they feel like on the difference of it. You know, if you use black label or ultra, you notice the difference, right? Like when you put it on, you know. So for me, I like to say do the standard for day 1, try the ultra or the black label or whichever other DFT you gave them on day 2, and then go back to standard on day 3 and tell me how you feel. That to me allows them to see how they're going to feel on the standard. And a lot of times they really like the upgraded patch, and that's what they're going to go with, right? So that's a way to kind of customize these. But if you only have the standard, the lifestyle DFTs 2.0s that come with the normal $800 pack, or those ones come in our sample mailouts on the Cloud Office, 100% I send those out all day long. I have a couple on my counter going out for tomorrow when the mail picks up. So it's really okay to do either, but it's just if you want to be your own customer service and you want to offer that kind of like little bit of an up, give them 1 day of an upgraded DFT. Let them try it out. Another thing that I like to do is in my trial packs or my sample mail outs, I really like to kind of give them a different option with their shake flavors, right? If you have the sample mail outs, it's all vanilla, which is fine. 100%. They can add fruits to it. They can make it whatever they want. That is fine. But if you're using your $800 pack, which is what we kind of want to talk about tonight, if you are using that $800 pack, you got different flavors, offer a variety. Like all the ones on my counter, I have chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. So I give 1 of each. Right? I like to also, and I know Em does this also, I'm going to kind of pull in some of the things that she was going to talk about. If you are just hopping on, I'm taking over for Em tonight. We were going to do this together, but she is unplugging just to take a personal day, which is very well deserved and earned on her part. I'm sure we can all agree on that. So I'm going to kind of pull in some of the things that she likes to do with her trial packs also. So like in February, if you follow Em, you saw she did strawberry, right? For Valentine's Day. Little things like that to add in are really cute and really fun. And people will be attracted to that. So for March, if you wanted to add in something around what's normally like St. Patrick's Day green, I know we don't have a green shake mix. I would be a little bit worried if we did, but we don't have a green shake mix, but we do. If you got your normal $800 pack and you didn't upgrade and you just got the green DFTs, you can do something fun with that, right? That's super, super fun. Oh, apple is green. Apple pie. Oh, I forgot. I don't have apple pie. So there we go. I meant like the mix itself, but there you go. Apple pie. The surrounding of the package of the apple pie is a shade of green. So if you have apple pie, you could do something really fun with that. For some reason, I was thinking like the inside, like the lifestyle mix itself. I was like, we don't have a green one, but we do have a green packaging. So y'all are right. Thank you. Oh yeah. And we have Boost, all these different things, but I was just thinking lifestyle mix. So you can do something really fun with the apple pie to spring in, and I'm going to talk about the plus line items in a little bit also, but you can do something really fun, right? Green DFTs, you can do the apple pie mix. You can do all these sorts of different things to pull in for the month that we're here for. It just adds a little extra like oomph to your packaging and a little oomph to your trial packs. On top of that, you can get some really inexpensive, like at the dollar store or Amazon or something like that, cute packaging, right? Like little bags to put your trial packs in. For me, that is just a little extra like hint of like you are caring, and it's like a little hint of I'm trying to think of the word. Y'all know words are hard for me. Bear with me. Like a little hint of just like creativity. There we go. So cute packaging is really, really, it's not a deal breaker, but it is something that when you're taking pictures and you're posting them on your stories or on your wall or something like that, it kind of just, it's like, it grabs your eye, right? It's part of the attraction marketing, pretty social media. You're seeing it. Oh, Jordan, you are too much. No, this is awful. But anyways, you caught me off guard, squirrel syndrome. I totally have like an oil mask in my hair right now. So that was like, whew, thanks, girl. But for me, I like to do stuff like that because it allows it to kind of just add that, there we go, personalization. You want something that sets you apart, right? If there's 68 of us on here and all 68 of us are offering trial packs, what's going to set you apart? What's going to make yours look different? What's going to be that little touch from you that's going to set it apart? So I'm going to pull back to what M did for Valentine's Day. She did really, really cute heart, like on her little baggies, the clear baggies. They were hearts all over it. She did the strawberry shake. She did just the really like the rose gold DFTs. She really put some heart and some like creativity into what she was offering. So what can you do? Let's shoot in the comments or in the chat section to kind of give some ideas. Besides the apple pie and the green DFTs, what can you do to add more fun for, oh, she also did red and white paper straws. There you go. You can, to add some fun for this month's trial packs. Can we help each other out here and give some options in the chats of like some things that are going on? Green bags, reusable colored straws that are green. I'll shout them out as I see them. Different things like that that you guys can do. I even saw you can do a little bit up. You can look on Pinterest for some fun, like, what was it? Mint shake ideas with your vanilla. You could do that. Green thank you cards, paper straws. They have really cute shamrock things at Dollar Tree too. Maybe green beads, chocolate gold coins. See, how fun are these things? Little things like that really, really, in a decorative box. The only thing I would be careful of with a decorative box is the price of shipping. That has gone up also. So like little things like paper straws, green beads, gold coins, stuff like that to add to your trial packs for this month. They're going to be cheap. You can get them at the dollar store. You can buy them cheap on Amazon, but they're also not going to break the bank on the weight of shipping, right? Because the more weight that you have, the more expensive it is to ship, and shipping prices are going up. So there you go. I bought my Easter stuff today. You can also start thinking into April. We can start with St. Patrick's Day, right? St. Patty's Day that's coming up. And then you can move forward into thinking about stuff for Easter as you are shopping and seeing those different things, so that you have different options to add for cute things, right? Go ahead and put in the chat some things for Easter that you guys think would be cute too, and I'll shout those out for, do you guys like that, ideas like this? Yeah? Okay. I'm seeing people's heads shaking. So yes. Adding plastic aids with $25 coupons in them off their system. If you have credits, you can do stuff like that, but only do it if you have credits. You can do all sorts of cute ideas. Look on Pinterest, packaging, stuff like that. So I think we kind of covered the packaging idea and how to personalize and make it really cute. And if you're looking for more ideas in the chat section, people are dropping them in there. So go ahead and read through those if you are having kind of a mental block and you want some ideas. So my next thing that I want to talk about is, if you bought that $800 pack, you got 2 free products with your pack, right? I know for me, I did Blast and I did Activate for one, and then I did Blast because I love me some Blast. I did Blast and I did something else. I don't think it was Boost. It was another plus line item. I'd have to look in the pantry. Right now we have more Thrive than we do groceries in this house. So we got enough to send out over here. Rob, when I undid the boxes, the $800 packs, he looked at our pantry, he opened it to like grab like a protein bar or something. He was like, why do we have more Thrive than we do groceries? And I was like, oh, well, oops, I'll go to the market. But for me, I like to add in, and I know this is something that M does also, I like to add in plus line items. So you just got 2 free items, right? Why not use those to help share a plus line with your trial pack offers, like your trial pack customers, or they also help for marketing purposes when you can say in your trial pack, I'm going to get into in just a second how to share on your stories and a couple different fun options when you're sharing on your wall of how to kind of advertise them and how to kind of talk them up a little bit more. Oh, confetti, that's cute. Green, I'm reading a little bit of the ideas. Pastel mints, stuffed mailers with Easter grass. That's really, really cute for Easter, y'all. So free items, you can use these free items that you got in your $800 pack and add them into these trial packs. So if you're like me and you got Blast and Activate, right? Why not add in a Blast and Activate with your trial pack? So not only are they sending $25 for 3 products, for, well, 9 products, right? Because 3 days worth 3 steps, that's 9 products. If you give them Boost and Activate, which if you're like me, I like to drink or Boost and Activate or Blast and Activate or whatever you have on hand, right? If you're like me, I like to mix mine, and I sometimes do Activate and Blast or Boost and Activate or Boost and Blast. It just really depends on what I'm feeling. So if you have them and you're like me and you like to mix them, for me in my trial packs, I have been adding Boost and Activate in some of them, and then Blast and Boost in some other ones. It really depends on if they're looking for energy or what they were looking for as a customer that I added in. But I add in something like that all the time because when they try it and they love it, that's an add-on to your customer sale, right? A lot of times people ask how they get plus line items into customer orders. And this is a really good way to start it, right? This is a really good way to incorporate it in. People are going to ask what it is. People are going to ask what it does. And this is a really good way to do that. We have a fitness girl asked about a protein. So I did 2 lifestyle mixes and 1 build. Yeah, that's awesome. Customize these for them, right? So that's something that you can use your free products for that you got in your $800 pack. I know a lot of times you're like, well, I want to use them. That's fine. But if you're sending out like 4 trial packs, why not pop out 4 from your supply and just put them in? You can order more with your free product credits when that customer or customers enroll, right, for the following month. Wouldn't it be worth it if you gave up 2 from your supply and both of those people ordered from you and became your customer, and then you got free product credits? Like, you can go and order a whole nother month's supply right there. It's worth it. When you invest those free products that you got from your $800 pack into your trial packs, you're going to end up paying yourself back eventually. It's going to come back to you in free product credits, or it's going to come back to you with helping somebody and they'll become a promoter, right? So for me, that is really huge, and it sets you apart also because you're willing to give products that you're trying. If you are like me and most of us on here, we post our products in our stories as we're using them. A lot of times people watch what you're doing throughout the day. So I'll put when I use my Boost and Blast or Boost and Activate or my nighttime blast, right? I'll do that and people ask me. And then when I do a trial pack and you add that in, they're like, wow, I actually get to try all the products that she's using. And it's kind of just an up. And it's just kind of, they're getting more products for that $25. So to go into that, oh yeah, you can also do that. If you have skincare line samples, you can add those in also. The peptide gel too, all these different things. If you're using them and people are seeing it, add it into your trial pack. You don't have to add in all of these things at once though, y'all. Like, simmer it down and add like 1 or 2 maybe, but you don't have to add all of these options that we just gave you because that'd be a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even do that. So that'd be a lot, but what I do suggest is at least adding 1 little something in there because it's fun. And then also when you're making your post or you're sharing in your story about them, try and take a picture of the cute little setup that you have, right? Make at least 1, 2, 3 in the cute little packaging. If you're doing them for St. Patrick's Day and you want the green, do it in that. If you are doing them for Easter, make cute little setup for that and take a picture for your story and share about it, right? And if you want to surprise them with extra products, then surprise them. But for me, when I'm sharing about my trial packs, I love absolutely love to, in my caption, talk about what our products do. And it wouldn't be a training by Linz if I didn't talk about our fives. So here we go. Hi. Pull from your product fives. When you are making your sample and I need to stop saying sample, your trial packs, because then y'all are going to post about samples and we just talked about this. But when you are making your trial pack captions for like your wall, or you want to run a giveaway or something like that, right? I pull from my product fives. A lot of times people ask me like, hey, when do those come in on your like your life? Because you post a lot about our company and promoters. This right here. Pull from what you felt on day one of you using the products, because these samplers or these trial pack people are going to be day one thrivers. What are they going to expect? What did you feel? A lot of times I see posts and they're like giveaway, or if you'd like 3 steps for $25, message me, right? Well, you're not really telling them what they're getting. It's okay to go into a little bit of detail here, right? In your caption, you can put 9 products, 3 days, 9 full-size products for $25. This is what I felt on day one, and I cannot wait for you to feel it. Blah, 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 right? All fives. Whether it be mental clarity, natural energy, I didn't need my coffee anymore, or appetite control, right? All these different things, add in there. Give them some detail, because when they see that they can get 9 full-sized products for $25 and they're going to experience at least one, if not all of these things that you're listing, that's worth it. And that's not as scary to some people as spending a month's supply, right? And then once they spend that and they feel it, they're not going to want to go without it. Right? Could you imagine right now, tomorrow, if you were like, I can't use my Thrive, like I don't have any more Thrive? I would be very, very sad. Like that's probably why I bought 2 $800 packs and we have more Thrive than food in my house. Like I would be very, very sad. It also would not be a very happy household. And I don't think Rob would stay here very long. I think he'd go back to work. He'd be like, I'm out, bye. Because it's really not a good time. So on there, after their 3 days, a lot of times people ask me is once they try their products, how often do you check in with your trialers or your sample pack people, right? Once I ship it out to them and they pay me, I tell them, hey, shoot me a message once you've received it so I can help you and teach you how to use the products. It's super, super simple, but I want to make sure that I go over it with you, right? Another thing that you can do is inside your packs, which is really fun for me, I like to do, is cute little notes to them, personalized handwritten notes. And I know some people like to, and there's nothing wrong with this, they had things made and they stick them in there. But for me, there's something about when you take some time to write a handwritten note with their name on it, right? I don't know. When I get a package from like a small shop, and I like to shop small boutiques, when I get a cute little package from like the owner or the person packaging my cute little blouse or something like that, right? I like pen to paper, right? It doesn't have to be anything like expensive and like important stationery. Like I've sent on literally on a piece of paper before written out to them, right? Or Dollar Store has really, really cheap thank you cards. Amazon has really, really cheap thank you cards, and they're cute too. You don't have to spend a lot of money on them, but it does add that extra personal touch. And in that, I tell them how to use the 3 steps handwritten out. And I know it sounds kind of like a lot of handwriting and like time, but I promise you it goes a long way when you put their name to paper and you explain it and you say step 1, step 2, step 3. And then at the bottom you say, hey, shoot me a message once you get this and I can help you and I'll show you how to go through these, right? It's super simple, but just shoot me a message. Something cute, simple like that. And then when they get it, they'll message you and say, hey, I got my trial pack, like so excited. Just want to make sure, like, can you go over how to do it again, right? Even though it's in front of them and you wrote it down, 9 times out of 10, they message me and say, hey, how do I use these, right? They still will, just because they want to make sure. And that's when you can add in like, hey, make sure you're drinking your water also, because our products and our system works the best when you are making sure that you're hydrating your body. You're able to troubleshoot your 3 steps and your trial packs right then and there. So, and also you can mark in your phone, as soon as somebody on a trial pack messages me and they say, I'm going to start it Monday, say they get it on Saturday and they're like, I'm going to start it Monday. In my phone, I put Monday in my calendar or in an alert. I write their name and I say, message them. Whether it be on Instagram and I'll put their Instagram name, or Facebook and I put their Facebook name, or if they're in my phone, I put that, right? I make sure that I write it and that it's there, so that way at the end of Monday, middle to end of Monday, it doesn't even have to be the very end. It could be literally like lunchtime to like mid-afternoon, right? I shoot them a message. I say, hey, how is your first day going? That goes a long way, right? And then we talk about it. And if they did get 2 separate DFTs, because remember in the beginning I said I sometimes customize them. If they did get 2 separate DFTs, we can see how they're feeling on it, and I can suggest them to try the second DFT tomorrow or stay on the current one, right? And if they love it and then they love it, perfect, and we can talk and we can troubleshoot from there, right? So that to me is huge. And then I leave them alone on day 2, and then I message them on day 3, and I say, hey, how is your 3 days going? I know we talked on the first day, you felt amazing, or this was going on, this, that, or the other, right? But how are you going? How's it going today? Like, are we doing good? I just want to check in. A lot of times they will let you know how they're feeling. They'll ask you pricing on a month supply, and then you go in from there as a customer, right? Or a promoter, either side, whatever they want to know. Or if you already had been talking to them and you know which route they want to go, you can kind of gear it towards that way in the conversation. But it allows you to know when they're starting it and when they're ending it. And then if they choose not to order right then and there, which probably it's like 7 out of 10 will order right then and there, I add them still to my potentials list and I continue to interact with them because they're still going to see your posts. So you see how every time somebody's a potential, they somehow were in my inbox for either asking me questions, trying a trial pack, or they were a giveaway winner. And I can go over giveaways also if you guys are interested in how I kind of do those and what yeah. Okay, I'm seeing some head shake. So yes, and I'm seeing yes. Okay, perfect. Okay. And if you have questions on trial packs, please put them in the chat because this is 100% open for questions. So please, if you have questions, shoot them over there because this is for you guys. You guys invested $800 into your business this month, and you guys committed to yourselves and your business and running, and I want to help you as much as I can. So if you have questions, please, please, please shoot them in the chat. I'm 100% here for it. How do you keep track of your potentials list? I have it in my phone. I am not the most organized human, and my phone is literally like my life. Like I run my entire business off of this. And if I'm not keeping track of it, Rob's keeping, like somebody knows where my phone is at all times because we know like this is the moneymaker right here. Like a lot of people are like, this is the money. No, this is the moneymaker right here. So somebody knows where it is at all times and it's taken care of. So for me, I keep my potentials in my phone. I know M for a lot of times was writing them in her planner. If you are a planner person and you have a note section, I separate mine by month. And then I do a column for customer and a column for promoters, if that makes sense. So I know what I'm doing and how I'm interacting. I interact with all of them, but if I am, like if there's a deal going on for customers, first-time customers, then I know to really focus on my customers list, right? So it kind of helps you organize it that way. Ooh. Hold on, I gotcha. How do you push more samples? I want to get more out there. Okay, so for me, so we just went over how to do and how to set them up and all that stuff. And we talked, they can PayPal you, they can Venmo you, they can give you cash, right? Whatever, Cash App, whatever works for you. But for me, I like to add them in my stories and talk about them. I know Jen DeFries, and I don't know if she's on here right now, but I know Jen DeFries does a really, 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 really good job at selling samples. When she commits to selling samples, that girl can sell like hundreds of dollars, like 1,000. I remember one weekend she sold over $8,000 in samples. Like she is like bomb at samples, right? And she posts them a lot in her stories. Get in your stories. Do not be afraid to talk about them, right? talk about what the 3 steps do. Just like you would go live on Facebook, you can do that also. Go live and talk about and explain the 3 different steps, and then say, I have 3 days available for $25. You're going to get, and literally show them what they're going to get. The 9 full products for $25, right? Kind of visual. And a lot of people are visual people. Like if you're like me, I have to see it. Oh, sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, Katie's really good at samples too. So for me, I noticed that when these people are selling a lot of samples, and when I sell a lot of samples, I made a giveaway post that turned into people buying a ton of samples, which we'll talk about giveaways in a second, but I want to get through these questions real quick. I go live and I talk about it in my stories, right? I say like, this is what the 3 steps are. This is how I felt on my first 3 days. This is what you're going to get. And I show them, and then at the very end, I'll do a poll, right? I'll be like, DM me, or I want to try these, right? I don't ever give them an option to say no, because if somebody doesn't want them, they're just going to swipe through it, right? Why give them an option to say no, right? Give 2 different yeses and different ways of putting it, like DM me or I need this kind of thing, right? And then if they vote on your poll, you can shoot them a message, and you can just say, hey, I saw you clicked on my poll. If you're interested, I'm mailing trial packs out tomorrow or tonight or today, whatever you're doing. Let me know, and we can get your set up, right? You just explained in your story what it was, so you don't really have to necessarily go over that again. You talked pricing, so you don't necessarily, unless they ask you again. You can just keep it short and sweet, and that's not a cold message, right? They clicked on your poll. You're just offering to then send one out if they want it, and it's their choice if they respond or not. Like, that's cool. If they respond, then yes, 100%, send out that trial pack, shoot them your PayPal link, your Venmo name, whatever it is, get that $25 from them first, and then mail it out. Do you guys have post office scales at home, or do you go to the post office every day? For me, I do. I have a shipping system at my house. It's just shipping easy, and I just weigh it out, and I by now know for the most part when I put certain products on, like 10 ounces or 8 ounces, what it's going to be. Just because I've been doing it now for 2 years. So I weigh it out. I weighed it out a couple times, and it was always the same when I would do my packaging. My packaging hasn't really changed all that much, except for maybe it'll change color for the season, if that makes sense. Like what we talked about to keep it cute. So I just add that in, and then I have the post office pick up at my house, because you can set it up for them to pick up at your house. Or if you have a mailbox right outside and you have one of those little flaggy thingies, you can stick it in there and just pop the little flag up. Do you see it daily in stories like you do opportunity? Okay, so for me, I do not offer samples every single day in my stories. I do not offer samples every single day on my caption, just because I want it to be a fun thing. So I normally will post about it in my stories and on my caption once a month, right? And then all the other times when I have customers or promoters that are messaging me and they just are on that fence, right? They're sitting there and they're like, I just really, I'd love to see the products first, right? Offer them, get them in a 3-day trial pack, offer it to them. But if they're not ready to invest and start right now because they want to try the products, 1000% offer them a trial pack. All of your potentials that are on your list, if they made it to your potentials list, I shouldn't say you should, but I personally have already offered them a trial pack if they're on my potentials list. If they made it to my potentials list and they have shown interest, they have messaged me, this, that, or the other, right? I have already offered them a $25 trial pack. So they know it's available. And when I talk about it or they message me, a lot of times if they don't jump on it right then and there, they'll message me a week or 2 weeks later. And they're like, you know what? I've been thinking about it. Yeah, let me do that trial pack. Perfect. I'll get it right out tomorrow. Here's my PayPal. That's what I do. Yeah. And then also, this doesn't have to do with the pack, but the company just launched the 2-week $100 option. So if you have people and you are interested in getting them in the system as a customer, and you want to do that, this week I have been offering very similar to my potentials. I have been doing 3 days for $25, 5 days for $45, or 14 days for $100. Because we now have that customer option. You know, you get what I'm saying? I saw a couple people go, oh, light bulb moment. So we now have that customer option. And I know that we're talking about like packs that we have on hand because we just spent $800, right? But if they want to try the 2 weeks, get them in the system as a customer. They'll get it from the company. And then when they're ready to either order another pack as a customer that's just more volume for you, or you can upgrade their current account to a promoter if they're ready to get going and you can buy their pack with them, right? So I'll say that again. You can do the 3 days for $25. And this is not set pricing, by the way. You are not in trouble. You are not anything if you do any sort of pricing. This is just kind of what we do across the board. But it's not like you have to do this, right? This is just what I do and what all the other leaders do. So 3 days for $25. I do 5 days for $45. And then I just started offering once they created that option this month. And I've had 3 people take advantage of it, of the 2 weeks. So 14 days for $100. I have had people take advantage of that when they both wanted to try it. Do you recommend sending additional goodies in the side with the 2 weeks? I usually include extras in my 3 or 6 day minis, but since the 2 weeks is coming from Lavelle, it doesn't come with your extra goodies. You 100% can. I personally did not, but 100% can. There's nothing wrong with that. I think spoiling your customers and showing appreciation is huge. I know for me, I will sometimes with my customers when they constantly do their auto ship, I send them like little thank you, like gift cards that you can do online. I do that when they run an auto ship for like multiple months, because we have their email. I'll email them a gift card with like a thank you, like a $25 gift card, you know, something simple, nothing that's like breaks the bank. But if they're ordering from you month after month, 100% show a thank you. You can do that with the 2 week option. Also, you can send them a little goodie bag of like plus line items like Blast, Boost, Activate, the Thrive Skin, peptide gel, stuff like that. 1000% yes. That's actually a really good idea. There's no way of seeing their address in the cloud office, right? No, Jessica, there isn't. But I personally, I don't know if you do it this way. I personally enroll almost all of my customers and promoters myself. So in our conversations, I have their address. I just personally do emails just because, I'm awful at always, mailing things. Sometimes I am guilty of things sitting in my shipping easy for 2 days and I leave the tab open and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to cancel. I have to pay that out and ship those. So if you're like me and you are a space cadet, hi, then right. Email works better because it's right then and there and I can just go, thank you. And it's on its way. And then you get an email once they've opened it, you get an email once they've used it. And to me, that works out really well. So I did want to I think I got all the questions so far. If not, keep them coming, but I am going to talk about giveaways. For me, I just posted a giveaway yesterday. I want to say it was yesterday, but again, Space Cadet and all of my days are mushing together. So I want to say it was yesterday, but it could have been the day before. I did a 3-day trial pack giveaway. And I can tell you what I put in mine, not saying that it's like the right words or that you have to do it this way, but just as an example for you guys of what I personally said. I said free in like big capital letters, 3 days, 3 steps. It's been a while since I've done this, and I think it's time for another 3-step giveaway. I'm giving away to those who have never tried these steps before, their very own 3 days worth of these incredible products. And then part of my product 5s are mental clarity, natural energy, mood stability, and appetite control, just to name a few. And then I put to enter, drop why you need these products in your life. Like this post, tag a friend, and then underneath that I put, I'll be randomly choosing people all day long to win free trial packs mailed to them. Men and women's packs available. Happy Saturday. Oh, I guess I did this yesterday. Happy Saturday is what I said. So for me, the reason why I do, because in my $800 packs, I did men and women's. And I think it's also really important because I have recently had a lot more male potentials. And so for me, it was really important to include that in there. And then I also included as to how they enter, why they need these products in their life. Because in my trial packs, when they won, the people that won, I read why they wanted it and I tailored their trial pack to them. Does that make sense? So I sat there, and if they were like, I'm a mom of 4, right? One of mine who won was a mom of 4, and I was like, girl, you need Black Label. Let me tell you, I'm a mom of 1 and I need Black Label. So you need Black Label. So I put Black Label in there. And then I also did our new watermelon activate, and I put a blast and a boost in there for her to try all of them. Because also, if you're a mom of 4, like germs, hi, I'm a mom of 1 in germs. So for me, it's important for your immune system. And then blast is just literally my favorite tasting thing ever. When I have cravings at night, I just drink that instead of like trying to eat an entire chocolate cake, because otherwise I really, really would. So blast, I swear by. But that's what I do. So I tailor it to them. And then I shared my post in my story and on Instagram and on Facebook. And then on Instagram, I put a cute little, like, you know how you can type things and they pop up like the stickers? I put a cute little giveaway sticker on it. That way, people who were viewing my story knew to click on that post. If they clicked on it, it took them right to that. And on Facebook, when they clicked on through my story, they saw that my latest post had free in it and that it was a giveaway. Do you have people create free accounts for giveaways or only trials? I'm confused on when they create one. I personally, and I did a training on this in the team page, I know the purpose of free accounts, and I know that some people utilize them, and there's nothing wrong with that. But personally for me, I do not create free accounts for people because and I don't mean this in a rude way, and I don't want anyone to take offense to this, but to me, it's just collecting email addresses. And I'm not in the industry just to be like an address book. I want people in my customer database, because when I do, part of how I stay organized as a leader is I do DMOs every single day, daily method of operations, and I pull reports at the beginning of the month. And that includes all of my customers. And when I do my follow-ups, like I do interactions with my team and also with my customers. So I do like follow-ups with both, because part of retention rate is your customers also, right? Not just your team, but a lot of times people forget that people have already ordered or joined their team still need your attention. So for me, part of my DMOs is printing out those lists, and that includes free accounts. And if I'm going to reach out to a customer, I'm going to reach out genuinely to be like, hey, how are your products going? But if they had never tried the products, I'm going to look like an idiot. Right? Because I'm using that list, and I'm gonna be like, wait, they've never used our products. Hello, Ursulines. So I do not do that, just because that's how I stay organized. And also, I really like to be my own customer service, and I like people to have to come to me when they want to know information about our products. I like people to come to me when they want to know pricing. I like people to come to me when it comes to anything to do with their account and questions, because a lot of times when customers go on, they won't order on auto ship pricing, because that word auto ship scares them, right? Like it scares everybody. If you're like me and you come from a past company, it's PTSD. It's fine. We're all fine. But you know what I mean? So for me, it's really, really big for me to be my own customer service, because when I enroll a customer, I always do auto ship pricing, but then I delete it or I pause it, right? Well, we used to pause it, or I ask them if they want it or not, right? So, but if a customer goes on by themselves and they never talk to you, the chances of them doing auto ship on a product that they've never used before is very slim if they have the choice. And more than that, they're going to spend more money on their products than necessary, and it's not going to count towards your product credits. So I do not utilize the free account personally. Not saying that if you do, it's wrong. That is just my reasoning of why I don't. How often do you do giveaways? When I first started, and I really like this question. When I first started and I was building, I did giveaways like crazy. Why? Because, and I'm glad no one asked, but why? Because for me, you have to give to the universe in order to receive. and I don't want to sound like a gypsy hippie over here, but to me, you have to give to the universe in order to receive. So for me, the more people that were commenting on my giveaway, the more interest and the more times they were commenting on my post and they were viewing my my page, and it was helping my algorithm. It was helping me build my potentials list. My first few months in business, my potentials list was bigger than it had ever been in my entire life, like my entire industry, like career, right? Even bigger than it is right now, because I was doing giveaways and I was building it by having those interactions. Does that make sense? So as you're doing it, if you're brand new and you have this $800 pack, use 3 of them and do 3 different giveaways. I know that sounds, you're like, but I just spent $800, but I promise you, doing those 3, you're gonna build a potentials list. You're gonna find people that are gonna comment on it. And it's going to, and I'll respond to that in a second, the one giveaway that you just did. You're gonna find people that are gonna comment on it that you can add to your potentials list, that you can interact with, that you never knew were interested in your products. And even if you get 3 people and you only pick 1, that's 2 people that are interested that you can now interact with. Oh, Taylor, there you are. I'm gonna talk about you for a second. Hope you don't mind. I know she doesn't, so that's why I can do it. So for me, when somebody comes to me and they say, I did a giveaway or I did a samples post and nobody commented on it, for me, the first thing that pops into my head is, how are you marketing the products on a regular basis? How are you sharing from and here we go again, your products 5s list on a regular basis? Whether it be in your stories or on your posts, what you put out there and the energy that you put out there is what you're going to attract. So if you are solely talking about your comp plan and joining your team, which isn't bad, right? But if you're solely talking about that and nobody has any idea what your products do, the likelihood of them commenting on it is very, very slim, right? Because they're like, well, I don't know what this even does. So really, really look at your page and share about your products. Share from your 5s list of how you feel right tomorrow morning, right? Tomorrow morning, how do you feel right when you take your 3 steps? Right now, sitting here, it's almost 10 o'clock at night Eastern time, right? Normally, before my 3 steps, y'all would not have caught me on here. I would have been fast asleep or with a migraine, like, let's be real, or both. But so for me, what I always tell people to do is, if you notice that your interaction is a little bit lower, share about the products a couple days before, right? These next 2 or 3 days, really pour into your social media about the products, then post a giveaway or post a trial pack option and see who responds. It's going to be higher. It's going to be more people than if you just threw one out there. Prep it out. Don't just say, you know what, tomorrow morning I'm going to post one. Right? If you have not been consistent with your business, if you've been consistent sharing and you have people commenting on your posts and you're sharing your before and afters, and again, before and afters do not have to be weight loss or weight gain. And I say this all the time just because we always have somebody new on, and I always want to make sure that you guys know, especially with this Ultimate Thriver competition, it's transformation. That can be mental. That does not mean that you lost weight or gained weight. There's a reason why there's 3 winners. And I can guarantee you, well, I probably shouldn't say I can guarantee you because I'm recording, but if I know our company and what they stand behind, that I do not believe that all 3 winners are going to be weight loss. Because think about it, y'all, we're not a weight loss company. Yes, we have weight loss options, but there's a reason they didn't call it a weight loss competition. So when you're sharing the products, share your transformation. Even if it's like, for me, if you were to see a picture before I started to today, my eyes looked so like blank. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean by that, but just like, so like I was just there, right? And now when I smile and now in my pictures, there is light in my eyes. That is a before and after. It does not always have to be weight loss, weight gain. It can be mental. It can be things that you're struggling with. It can be that. When you talk about products and you share them on that level and you share that with people, and then you offer a trial pack of that, you're going to have more people jumping. So if you are struggling with getting trial packs out, or you're struggling with giveaways, really, really look at what you're sharing about the products and how personal, like your personal testimony, right, about them. And I hear all the time, and the reason why I always say that of the transformation, and now it's not just always about weight loss, is because 9 times out of 10, when I say that to somebody, they say, well, I don't have huge dramatic results like everybody else. Before I got pregnant, either did I. Mine was all mental. Now that I have this postpartum body, it's a little bit more, it's more on the weight loss side, right? Because I'm trying to get my body back. But before that, I grew my entire business without weight loss transformation pictures. So I went 80K without a single weight loss transformation picture of myself. It's possible and it's doable, but you got to do it, and you have to share you, and you have to share why you're here. So that's why your 5s list, and I swear I'm like, probably will, like, it'll be on my headstone. She loves her 5s list. Do your 5s list. Like, if I go down, like, that's what I want to be known for, your 5s list, because that is sharing your personal testimony about why you're here, why you're using these products. So as you're sharing giveaways, as you're doing trial pack posts, really look at what you were sharing before and make sure that you're gearing it up to post one of those, right? Because if your page is just kind of like, and I'll use the popcorn effect. If you are sharing a little bit here, but then you take a week off and you don't share anything, but you share like memes and like videos and like whatever else, right? And then all of a sudden you pop up and you're working your business again, but it's a sample post, nobody knows what you're doing, right? Because they're going to click on your page and they're going to look down. It's just going to be like cat videos, right? Stay consistent. Really, really keep your popcorn in the microwave during this time. You just invested $800 into your business. I want that popcorn burnt. I don't know about y'all, but I want that popcorn in there to where your neighbors are like, honey, you don't know how to cook. Like, because that would be me. Because I burn popcorn. That's why I don't know why I always use this analogy, but I do. So when you are posting, make sure during these, even if it's the next 3 months you committed to yourself, right? You bought 3 months worth of, or 6 months worth of products. Can you commit to yourself for the next 3 to 6 months to really, really show up every single day and grow? This pack that you just bought is life changing. They offered it for the first time to be paid as a $200K in my first month in this industry, in this business, not this industry, but in this company. I did not have the $800. I put it on a credit card that I was already in severe credit card debt with, y'all. Like, still gives me halves thinking about it. But I put it on a credit card, and it changed my business because I used it. And even if you didn't buy the $800 pack and you're here just to grow and learn, right? When you commit to something and you use this for the next 3 to 6 months, every single day consistently, and you grow, you're not going to be able to recognize where your business is today versus where it's going to be in 6 months. Because what you do today will reflect in 3 to 6 months. So really, really take advantage of what you guys just did. You invested into yourself. You invested into your business, right? You're here, make it count, right? So before you do a giveaway or a trial pack, let's try some trial pack options. If you have been doing that for a while, try a giveaway. Just do one 3-step. And if you can't afford to do the 1 3-step, then sell 1 trial and do 1 giveaway with 1 3-step, right? Make it count. Because I guarantee you're going to find a whole bunch of other potentials. Because if you do a giveaway and then and you comment underneath that, you say, oh my gosh, like this is our winner. But if anybody, because you commented on this post, you'll get a 3-step trial pack, $5 off. So $20 today. You see how you can flip that? And now all these people are going to get that comment that because they commented on that giveaway post, and even though they didn't win, every single one of them has $5 off for a trial pack today. You can do 1 post and switch it into 2. Get creative. Really, really step outside of your bubble. And if you aren't sure, reach up to your 40, 80, 200K and get creative with us. We're here for you. You just invested a large amount into yourself, into your business, and we're investing it with you. We're here for you. We want this for you. So if you have a problem getting creative with it and you're like, I don't know what more to do with this post, right? Or, hey, is this enough? Like, is this what you meant by sharing my fives in my caption? Or is this what you meant by sharing it on my story? Reach out to us. We'll help you. But you got to be willing to show up every single day and show up monthly with these trial packs and showing up in your story. Commit to go. Tomorrow's Monday. So by Friday, we have over 50 people on here still. Sorry, I'm gift to gab. We're going to be done in like 2 minutes. I apologize for keeping y'all so long. I did not even realize the time. Wow, I apologize. But tomorrow's Monday. So by Friday, can every single person on here commit to themselves to go live in their stories and talk about sample pack or trial packs? Talk about what they offer. Talk about how they're getting 9 full products for $25. Talk about their fives in that. There we go. Jenna's in. Who else? Talk about, there we go. Whitney, Taylor, Jessica, Elijah, Amber, Sarah, Ashley. We got them. Here we go. You guys talk about it in your stories. Commit to it. And then once you do that, go live on Facebook and do the same thing. Share about it. Save that Facebook, right? Save that Facebook Live from your phone in your phone. And then the week after that, load it as an Instagram TV. So now you just did 3 birds, 1 stone, basically. Well, 2, because you're going to have to go live twice. In your stories on Instagram, go live from your phone on Facebook. You have to do it from your phone, though, so it saves in your camera roll. And talk about it. Not a lot like a long dragged out live. I'm just talking about talk about the 3 steps, your fives, real short and sweet, like 5 minutes. Real short and sweet. Talk about it. Say 9 full products, 3 days worth, $25. Save it on your phone in your album, like your wherever, whatever it's called thing where it saves. You know what I'm talking about. In your phone, and then load it to Instagram TV. Oh, Terry, I love you. It's okay. You can tell me after, girl. But okay, does that sound good? So we can commit this week by Friday, every single person on here, live in your Instagram stories explaining. Nothing long, drawn out, just short, sweet, simple. This is what they do. This is what I have. I'm sending them out tomorrow. Shoot me a message or click this poll that I'm going to add so that way I can get back to you, right? And you can do 3 days, and then you can do 5 days, or you can do DM me or I want one, right? Something so simple. Yes and yes. Then Facebook, do a live from your phone. It has to be from your phone, so you can then upload it into Instagram TV. Upload it either the next week or the next couple of days into your Instagram TV, and it'll be saved there. And now people will watch it, and it'll be on your profile, so people know that you have trial packs. And if a random person in a month from now goes to your profile and they're like, "Ooh, Instagram TV," and they go and they watch it, your Instagram TV will still be working for you in a month from now. So save it and do it. So that's a lot of I'm in. So I'm really proud of y'all, and I hope that this was helpful. And if you guys need anything, you know where to find me. I hope you guys have a great Sunday night, and I am so sorry I kept y'all for a whole entire hour. So bye, y'all.